G'day everyone. I normally do longer watch reviews, but this video will be an exception, which I'll mention later. So let's buzz off and quickly review the Bertucci DX3, which I'll now refer to as the BumbleBee. So here's the specs list of all the details, including physical dimensions, weight, water resistance, crystal, movement, and price. If you like my video content and haven't had a chance till now, a like and subscribe always helps. And straight off the bat, I'll say now that if you love the color yellow, or if you're looking for a simple wristwatch that screams fun and colorful, then the BumbleBee might be what you're looking for. Running around the dial edge is the printed black minute track punctuated at every 5-minute interval with a lume-filled square-shaped indice and a slightly larger upside-down triangle at 12 to aid in orientation. Just underneath you have the printed Arabic numerals in black, with each number at the cardinal points printed in a slightly larger font. Running just underneath that, further towards the center, is a 24-hour time, with all numerals present and accounted for. And besides the no-nonsense yet cool-looking printed Bertucci text running above the handset, along with a sprinkling of specification text around the dial, that's pretty much it, telling the time of these lume-filled stick hands, which, from a size perspective, are adequate, although I wish they were a smidge thicker. The seconds hand ticks along faithfully, powered by a nondescript Japanese quartz movement, which is fine given the price and watch branding. One feature I really dig though is the use of the Bertucci logo as a counterweight. Crown and case back aside, the rest of the case is made from a fiber reinforced poly resin. I didn't get a chance to wear it long enough for it to suffer any major knock, but it feels solid and best of all is very lightweight. And it's that lightness coupled with the Goldilocks dimensions of the BumbleBee that make it a very easy and comfortable watch to wear. And the 22mm lug width means finding alternate straps is easy. But you probably won't bother once you wear the supplied nylon strap. I've always had a lukewarm relationship with NATOs, but this example from Bertucci has converted me. The material is thick so it feels sturdy and hard wearing, yet it's just supple enough where there's almost no break-in period when you start wearing it. And it doesn't flap around or feel loose thanks to these raised inserts that lock the strap in, and the strong metal keepers that secure the rest of it. When paired with a lightweight BumbleBee, the whole thing just feels light, comfortable, and secure on your wrist. As far as NATOs go, once you go tooch, you may never go back. As for mixed feelings, the BumbleBee is a very simple watch. Tells the time and nothing more. I can live with that, but those wanting date complications or more will probably look elsewhere. And you may have noticed or known about this already, but the lugs are fixed on the case. As a positive, it means that you'll never have to worry about fiddling with spring bars or a tool to remove and replace them. But it means as far as straps go, it's NATO or nothing. Or Zulu or Zilch. Or you get the idea. The caseback details the watch's specifications and model, along with the battery type used to power it. This is all very useful information, and I do love how they included the dog motif at the bottom. It is, however, a snap-on caseback, so removing it will take some care to prevent accidental scratching. The BumbleBee comes with 50 meters of water resistance. This is okay, as you don't generally tend to swim with field watches, but given a lot of competitors can offer at least 100 meters, it does feel a bit lacking. The crystal is mineral, so you won't get the best scratch resistance, but on the plus side there's very little reflection, so you'll always see the dial in any light. Plus, the crystal choice at this price point is a given. But as an added plus, the bezel around the dial is slightly raised, so that'll add some much needed protection. The lume on the BumbleBee leaves a lot to be desired. It begins with a promising glow, but the application of lume on those indices must be very light, as they'll lose their glow altogether in under 5 minutes. The hands thankfully hold on, but they too lose a lot of their power after around 25 minutes. I normally rate this lume as a negative, but in the BumbleBee's defense, and what can't be seen, is that the lume on the hands is just barely visible on the dart 3 hours after the test, so there is some longevity. Perhaps the biggest negative of the BumbleBee, and the reason this review is short, is the crown. It looks neat with the signed Bertucci logo and well positioned at 4 o'clock, but it did have a very loose, spinny feel to it. The push-pull action feels like it's catching on something periodically, but during this process the dial also moves slightly with it, and for a new watch that's something that could cause problems later, even if you only need to set the time once. And it's for that reason that I had to return the BumbleBee. So I only got to spend around 2 weeks with the BumbleBee, hence the limited footage, but even if the dial didn't float when operating the crown, recommending this Bertucci model is tricky. As a bare bones watch, there's nothing wrong with it, but it is in the same price bracket as a few G-Shocks, and those offer far greater water resistance, a sturdier case, well at least in my opinion, and a raft of timekeeping features. So if you're looking for a sturdy watch that's more than just a time teller, then I'd steer you towards the G-Shock at this price range. But if you just need to know the time, and you prefer a combination of durability and comfort in your watch, then the Bertucci deserves a look in, at the very least for its supplied strap, because its quality really is next level. If you currently or have previously owned a Bertucci, I'd like to hear your thoughts about it. But that's it for now, and thanks for watching, eh?